You're all warmly welcome to Joshua Okwuwe Online Maths. We're indeed so glad to always know that you make our time to check out our videos. In our lesson today, we'll be talking about ratio. Ratio is one topic in mathematics that is so interesting and very simple. What is ratio? Ratio generally talks about the relationship between two quantities. The relationship between two quantities. And sometimes ratios can also be expressed, just as what you can see on the board, can also be expressed as a fraction or as a percentage. Although in mathematics, we'll deal more on what? On calculations on ratio. But it's good you know what ratio is all about and its relationships. The very first example we are having on the board here to demonstrate the relationship between two quantities is this. The person said that Jack wanted to make green paint. He used 18 liters of blue paint and 27 liters of yellow paint. What is the relationship of yellow to blue paint? Now our attention is on this. This two you are seeing here. So how do you answer this? Very simple. You write solution. The relationship is what? Between what? Yellow to what? To blue. So that is what? Yellow ratio blue. That is it. Yellow to blue paint. And so what is yellow? How many yellow do we have? How many liters of yellow did he use? We have 18 liters of blue, okay, and 27 liters of what? Yellow paint. So yellow is what? 27. And blue is what? How many liters? 18 liters. Now, 27 ratio 18. We can decide to reduce this to its lowest 10. So this is the same thing as saying 27 over what? Over 18. I can divide this. Looking at this, 3 will divide them. 3 in 27 will give me 9. And 3 in 18 will give me what? 6. 3 can go again. 3 in 6 will give me 2. And 3 in 9 will give me 3. So you can now say, therefore, the relationship will now be what? What will now be the relationship now? Yellow ratio blue will be what? 3. Yellow ratio blue will be equals to what? 3 ratio 2. 3 ratio 2. And that is the answer. You have successfully reduced this to its lowest term. The next example we are seeing on the board is find two equivalent ratios for 1 ratio 3, 4 ratio 9. How do we do this? It's also very, very simple. It's not difficult. If I keep on seeing this question come up, find equivalent to this ratio. It's the same thing as asking you to find the equivalent of what? Of a particular fraction, because I can write this as 1 over 3. I can write this as what? As 1 over 3. 1 ratio 3 is the same thing as 1 over 3. And so how will I get the equivalence of 1 over 3? All I need to do is just to do what? Multiply them. Whatever I used to multiply the numerator, I used to multiply the denominator. Like for instance, this one here. If I multiply to get the next one now, the next one I'm going to multiply by 2. I'm going to multiply by 2 because the first one already is what? 1 times 1 is 1. 3 times 1 is 3. So the next equivalent ratio to this now will be when I multiply both the numerator and denominator by 2. So I will say 2 times 1 is 2. And 3 times 2 is 6. This is the next equivalent ratio to 1 ratio 3. And the next one will now be what? I will multiply by 3 this time. 1 times 3 is 3. And 3 times 3 is what? Is 9. So that is how you get the equivalent ratio. We can continue like that. Get the 4, the 5th, the 6th, just like that. So that is how you get your what? The equivalent ratio. We have another example here again now. 4 ratio 9. This is same as saying 4/9. So like this now, this is the first one. 4 times 1 is 4, 9 times 1 is 9. To get the next equivalent ratio now, I'm going to do what? Multiply the numerator and denominator by 2. So 4 times 2 is 8. 9 times 2 is what? Is 18. So to get the next one now, what will I do? I will multiply now by 3. 4 times 3 is 12. And 9 times 3 is what? 27. So that is what you do. That is how we get what? Equivalent what? Ratio. So you want to get equivalent ratio, you write them like this. This is the same thing as saying 2/3. Okay? Like this now. You can start to write this now as what? 2/6. And then next one, 3/9. Like that. And this you are seeing here, you can start to write this. The next one, like I said, you should write 2 equivalent ratio to what? 4/9. So the next one will be what? You can say 8/18, and then 12/27. So that is it. So that is it. It's not difficult. Very simple. So please always remember that when you are writing equivalent ratio, just know that they want you to multiply whatever you used to multiply a numerator, use to multiply the denominator. Especially we start from 1. 1 of course is the ratio. So of course the next one we're going to use now, the next one we're going to use is going to be what? 2. After 2, use 3, 4, 5, depending on how many equivalent ratio that the question requires you to do what? To write down. The next question we're having here on the board says that you convert the following ratio to their simplest form. We can convert it. We've actually done that in example 1. But let's just do it again here. So we should convert this now to what? To its simplest form. Remember I said that 30/40 is the same thing as what? It is the same thing as 30 over what? Over 40. So 0 cancels 0, leaving us with what? 3/4, which is the same thing as 3/4. So that is it. Very simple. Very simple, not difficult at all. So we succeeded in reducing 30/40 to what? To its lowest form. That is what? 3/4. Again, the same we apply here. 6/15. Now something can go, 3 can go. 3 in 6 is what? Is 2. And 3 in 15 is what? Is 5. You know they're asking you how many 3 do I have in 6 is 2. And how many 3 do I have in 15 is 5. 3 is their common factor. That means 3 will divide both of them without the remainder. So this sends us what? 2/5, which is the same as what? 2/5. So we succeeded in reducing 6/15 to what? To its lowest term. That is what? 2/5. Now there's something different with this. If you look at the unit, they are the same. They are different. This is in hour and this is what? In minutes. Please, whenever you are asked to reduce ratio that are having different units to their lowest term, you must first reduce or change the highest unit to the lowest unit. For instance, we have hour and minute. Of course, you know that minute is lower than what? Than hour. So what will I do? I will convert what? The hour to what? To minute. Since I have 1 hour here, 1 hour is equals to what? 60 minutes. Okay, 1 hour is equals to 60 minutes. Therefore, I will say 1 hour ratio what? 90 minutes is equals to what? 60 ratio what? 60 ratio what? Ratio 90, which is the same thing as saying 60/90. 0 cancels 0. Now 6 and 9, something can go. That is what? 3. 3 in 6 is what? Is 2. 3 in 9 is what? Is 3. That gives us what? 2/3, which is the same as 2/3. That is 2 minutes ratio 3 minutes. It's very important we put the unit. Let's include the unit. That is what? 2 minutes ratio 3 minutes. That is it. So this is how we actually carry out operations under ratio. It's very simple. If you have enjoyed what you have watched, please don't forget to share this video with your friends and family. And if you don't understand it, please go over it over again and again. And if you have not subscribed to our channel, please click the subscription button and turn on the notification button so whenever I upload any new video, you will be notified about them. Again, watch out for the next video after this, as we'll be explaining further things, how we solve questions more under this topic ratio. See you in our next video. Thank you. Bye bye.